to the Feleboga Coffee Hour. We're joining you live from the Command Center in Nordstrand neighborhood of Norway. We've had some good weather all week, but the weather's starting to turn. It's going to be a little bit rainy this weekend, which the plants love. But we've had some really nice summer weather, which is very nice, although the wisteria, I must say, does not smell as strong the last couple of days. But we're going to play some tunes for you, and it's really nice that you've joined us. That was a fiddle tune called the 28th of January. And where did we have that one from, Elizabeth?
I learned that from Earl White.
From Earl White. That's one of the Earl White tunes. We got several of those coming to you on this set at the Feleboga Coffee Hour. I think we got a song coming up, Trouble. Speaking of trouble, we've had a little video technical trouble the last couple of days. If you can see that the temperature in the room is a little bit higher than it was last week. There's a good reason for that. But we're just going to hang with it right here. And where do we have this one from?
I'm Troubled. That's from the Watson family.
Watson family? Trouble. Here we go. Tune Trouble, and looks like we're not having video trouble at the moment, which is positive news. That's a positive development touching the table. Here we go. So this is a fiddle tune called Isonville. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Well, now we're going to play two fiddle tunes I learned from Bruce Greene, Kentucky tunes. First Isonville and then the Last of Sizemore.
And we played some Bruce Greene tunes before.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Last week in our A set, we played a couple of Bruce Greene tunes. That's right. Right. So,
and if you look up Bruce Greene on Facebook, you might find that he has a special sale of all of his CDs there. So,
So hit our friend Bruce Greene up and the CDs. Yeah, good. So here we go. This is first is Isonville and then the Last of Sizemore. But first is Isonville. Bruce Greene's tune Isonville.
Yeah.
Yep. And this is coming up Last of Sizemore, also from Bruce Greene. Last of Sizemore. We're gonna do one of our gospel tunes now coming up. I'm gonna look it up actually in the Sacred Harp book. That's where we have this one from. I think it was one. Yeah, this is 154. Rest for the Weary. If those of you who do shape note singing, you can follow along and sing along at home. We needed a couple extra verses, and this is actually the same tune as one that is in most sort of what would you call a mainstream hymn books called "Come Thou Font of Every Blessing," but in the Sacred Harp book, this one's referred to as "Rest for the Weary." Hans is making a couple of technical checks here. All right, here we go. Rest for the Weary. This one we'd like to send out to all of our friends in America right now. We're thinking about you, especially a good friend, Craig Evans in Minneapolis. It's a great source of banjo information. I bought 2 banjos from Craig throughout the years. And so I know this one, this one goes out to you, Craig. Come thou font of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy praise. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. There is rest for the weary, there is rest for the weary, there is rest for the weary, there is rest for you. Some melodious sonnet sung by flaming tongues above. Praise the mount I'm fixed upon it, mount of thy redeeming love. There is rest for the weary, there is rest for the weary, there is rest for the weary, there is rest for you. Safely to arrive at home. There is rest for the weary, there is rest for the weary, there is rest for the weary, there is rest for you. Interposed his precious blood. There is rest for the weary, there is rest for the weary, there is rest for the weary, there is rest for you. On that day I'm free from sinning, I shall see thy lovely face. Clothed in the blood-washed linen, there I'll sing the wondrous praise. There is rest for the weary, there is rest for the weary, there is rest for the weary, there is rest for you. There is rest for the weary, there is rest for the weary, there is rest for the weary, there is rest for you. All right, Rest for the Weary from the Sacred Harp book. There was a word in there that I had to look up, actually. It's a word that, it's, if you've read Dickens' A Christmas Carol, you know the character Ebenezer Scrooge, and there's a word in here that, here I raise my Ebenezer, and I looked it up, and it's a Hebrew word, and I'm going to pronounce it poorly, and I apologize in advance. It's Eben Chazer, which is the rock of victory that Samuel placed after one of his famous battles in the Old Testament. So that's where that you can amaze your friends and astound your adversaries with a little knowledge of where that word comes from. All right. So now we got another fiddle tune. This is a little bit of a special tune because it has a special name, which, but it's also, we played in two different keys. Not at the same time, mind you. But here we are. This is called the F and D rag. It goes a little bit in D and a little bit in F.
And a little more in D.
And a little more in D. So here we go. There we go, the F and D rag. I think I played F where I should have played D a couple times there, but yeah, that's all right. Okay, well, we ended together. That's what counts.
Right. Again from our friend Fiddling Earl White.
Fiddling Earl White. So here's another tune. We are mentioning a geographic area twice in this set. Now with this fiddle tune called Old Cumberland.
Old Cumberland.
And where do we have that one from?
That is also from Earl White.
From Earl White. Here's another Earl White tune, Old Cumberland.
But that's a newly written tune.
Yeah.
It's a new tune.
I learned it from Earl. Yeah.
Right, you learned it from Earl. There we go. So this is a tune Old Cumberland. Earl White tune, Old Cumberland. That's a song that we have from a couple of different sources. This is a song from Dillard, Chandler, and you may recognize it if you've seen the movie Cold Mountain, featured in that, sung there by Tim Erickson and our friend Riley Bogus. Here it goes, I Wish My Baby. I wish my baby was born and sitting on his papa's knee, and the poor girl was dead and gone, with the green grass growing over my feet. I ain't a man, no, never will be, till the sweet apple grows on the sour apple tree. But still I hope the day will come when you and I will be as one. The owl is a lonesome bird. He fills my soul with dread and terror. There's someone's blood upon his wings. There's someone's blood upon his feathers. I ain't a maid, no, never will be, till the sweet apple grows on the sour apple tree. But still I hope the day will come when you and I will be as one. I dreamt my love had died, and sent his soul to wander free, that we might meet where ravens fly, and learn our bodies rest in peace. I ain't a maid, no, never will be, till the sweet apple grows on the sour apple tree. But still I hope the day will come when you and I will be as one. There we go. That's I Wish My Baby from our two sources there we talked about. Looks like we're already coming to the end of another Feleboga coffee hour. You know, it goes so quickly once we all get together.
It really does.
Yep.
The to say playing all these wonderful tunes from Earl, and thank you, Earl. I just smell the bread from the big Indian farm, and know we're going to miss Earl and Adrian this summer.
We will.
But
Yeah.
we'll be back, and we'll bring Paul with us.
Yes, I'm coming along next time. I'm going to hide in the luggage. There we are. Well, we're going to close up today with our second Cumberland tune called Cumberland Gap. This is a favorite.
And a standard.
And a standard. Here we go. Cumberland Gap. To the end of another Feleboga coffee break. Thanks so much for joining us from the Feleboga Command Center here in Nordstrand in Oslo. We'll be with you again next week about the same time. We'll announce the time, and want to thank you all so much for joining us, and hoping you're all keeping yourselves well and reasonably happy. And we'll see you again real soon.
We will.